Here's Channel 2's Larry Mender.
The pictures hang like perverse paintings in the deep, dark corridors of our consciousness. Horrifying pictures of bodies carried from the human slaughterhouse on Summerdale. These are the faces of the innocent. 33 teenage boys and young men who were tortured and killed simply because they trusted a man named John Wayne Gacy. 14 years later, the serial killer has turned serious artist. We can take you behind bars for a personal showing in Gacy's Death Row Gallery.
This was done by request. Somebody requested a skull clown, and mostly the punk rockers and the undergrounders like that stuff there. This here is the Hi-Ho series, and that is self-explanatory. It's the Seven Dwarfs. I've done an array of different variation of paintings, and I do more or less whatever people want.
And believe it or not, there are people who want Gacy paintings, a lot of people who send money to an art broker in Louisiana. Some even send photographs so Gacy can do their portrait. But the most popular Gacy work is a self-portrait. Gacy as Patches the clown that gained young boys' trust, the clown that hit a killer.
When they buy the painting, they get the photo. This is the same painting that was in Time Life magazine in February of 1979.
It was a clown painting the punk group Season to Risk bought to put on the cover of its new CD. The same painting the editors of Psycho Killer Comics bought to make their Gacy edition a hot seller.
We have a Richard Speck one also, but the Gacy sold out really quick because of the colorful cover.
What's your opinion of it?
I think it's kind of sick.
It's more than sick. It's hurtful to people like Dolores Nieder. She is the mother of John Mowry, one of Gacy's victims. It hurts her that the state allows Gacy to sell things from prison. It hurts even more that people would buy them.
Because he signs his name, that four-letter word, Gacy, to it, it becomes something that a collector would spend very much money, as I've heard in the past. You know, Larry, I'm kind of wondering if I would do a piece of artwork and sign my name, mother of a Gacy victim, if anyone would buy that.
We talked with some people from the State Department of Corrections, and they tell us they've heard reports that John Wayne Gacy is making money in prison on his artwork, and they are not at all happy about it. They say he's supposed to get permission from the warden before he does something like that. They believe he is funneling the money through a company in Louisiana and then into a personal trust fund, but they also believe it is so little money, they're not even going to bother investigating. Besides, some people say John Wayne Gacy's on death row, so why investigate? He's not going to be around much longer.
I honestly believe that he honestly believes he's not going to be executed. Poor guy.
Convicted murderer Lloyd Wayne Hampton is a death row neighbor of Gacy's. He says that Gacy uses the money to pay off the other inmates so they won't kill him.
John Wayne Gacy pays for the privilege of breathing, of going to the recreation room, of being allowed to go to the yard, of being allowed to stay alive. He pays for that privilege.
And although Gacy claims he doesn't make much money off his artwork, he also claims he's a millionaire.
Down on Bradstreet shows me at about $1.5 or $2 million.
You've got $1.5, $2 million?
It is, it's pretty well concealed where it's at.
As the families of his victims continue to cry for justice, John Wayne Gacy uses maybe the most horrifying crimes in American history to join the ranks of the rich and famous.
He has become famous taking the lives away from our children. I gave my son life, and Gacy took it away.
Dolores talked with me because she's hoping that people will stop buying Gacy artwork now that they've seen they are causing pain for her and the families of other Gacy victims. Jay?
Larry, isn't there a specific state law prohibiting criminals from profiting from their crimes like that?
He's not supposed to be getting away with this, but he is because they believe the investigation would cost so much money at this point, and he is so close to execution, they're not going to bother.
What a shame. Thanks, Larry.